Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol PLUG. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis on Thursday, so that is where the red and green line annotations are coming from. And overall, the big picture chart is still completely fine, but looking at today individually, a disappointment during the final 30 minutes because going into the final 30 minutes, the price has actually gotten up above that red line, which is always a good thing when resistance levels are being broken, and for the most part had done a great job staying up above it. But then the last 30 minutes happened, and not only did the price break back down below that red line, it's actually now slightly below that purple line. Again, does that mean that the entire chart is destroyed? Absolutely not. It just means that after a good, solid, healthy day, that final 30 minutes kind of threw a wrinkle into everything. So we'll keep an eye on that. But the point here being is that 270 has still got to be now considered an area of resistance. I would certainly consider it a weakened level of resistance, but weakened level of resistance or not, it's still got to be considered a level of resistance. So in the very near term, keep an eye on 270. The other level that I want to now get into play is this resistance trend line right there. So what I'll do here is change this to red for resistance, but I'll also make the style a little bit different so it stands out a little bit more. So it's perhaps a little bit easier to track. So again, overall resistance, yes, that trend line, but before you even worry about doing battle with that trend line, prices first got to get itself back above $2.70. On the support side of things, nothing new here to report. Still have this overall level down here at 260, which is the value of that green line. It also just happens to now be coinciding with that pink line right there, which is the 200 period moving average. But that's just a coincidence, because that is a moving average, meaning that line will continue to move and change over time. But given that they are both, essentially valued at the same thing right now, if the price were to go down to 260, that is certainly an area that you would want to see hold strong. So yes, again, looking at today just individually as a day, a rough day, a very disappointing day, but looking at multiple days and looking at the bigger picture chart here, everything is still perfectly fine. The chart is still in the uptrend. So we'll see if the price can try to recover and get back above 270 and then get the trend line break or not next week. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.